It's not to like protect the, you know, the coast from getting crashed into. It's from protecting the boats from crashing into the coast. Hi Taurus, thank you so much for being here. If it's your first time, welcome. I'm Meryl. This is Meryl's Mystic. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's so good to see you. Let's see what June has in store for you, Taurus. I hope that your season was really great for you. It's now Gemini season. I really loved your season. It's like that perfect little respite before the chaos of Gemini season. And so I hope Gemini season hasn't been too chaotic for you. I am switching the individual readings from astrological seasons 2 months to the monthly. So we are doing June now. So the tarot scopes for your season, for Taurus season, are kind of Taurus season / May. But I will still be doing the all signs reading for the season. So you can go watch the Lover's card reading for Gemini season right now. And you can also still get the new moon and full moon readings. The Gemini new moon reading is available right now, and the Sagittarius full moon reading will be coming out next. And you can go watch your tarot scopes for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign. So if the messages in your sun sign don't always resonate, you can go watch for your other signs. Before we get started, we are using the Modern Witch Tarot by Lisa Sturl. Oh, my light's over here. Oh, there it goes. And then we will be pulling from the Shamans Dream Oracle by Alberto Villoldo and Colette Baron-Reid. Awesome. I think that's everything I wanted to tell you. I hope eclipse season wasn't too bad for you, and retrograde, you know, the fixed signs are kind of having a moment this year. So as usual, the first card is always the general energy message lesson that's coming to you for the month. 4 of Pentacles. I always think, for some reason, this 4 of Pentacles, the gal on here, like her style's very like Queen Herbie. If you haven't seen Queen Herbie, she's really cool. So the 4 of Pentacles is about like control of, I heard assets, because usually it's like control of money, but I heard assets for you. So this goes beyond just like your money. It's like what your money is investing into and what your money is like going towards. And for some of you, that includes your children. For some reason, I kept seeing like kids in school, like recognizing that they are part of your investment. Some of you might have to realize that. There's also this part of like recognizing what you're actually investing in, and what it's like you're telling yourself that certain things are an investment, but are they, or are they just kind of like a hobby or a passion project? You know, collecting has kind of had this resurgence lately. You know, I feel like there's always kind of been collectors of certain items, dolls, memorabilia, baseball cards, Pez dispensers, music, movies, Beanie Babies, Pogs. You know, now it's those pop sockets. Collecting things has always been a thing. Comic books, and some of these things appreciate in value for sure. But some of them, they tell us they're going to appreciate in value, and then you have a Beanie Baby situation on your hands. And you get nothing for all the money you spent on this thing that was going to just like be the thing that everyone was going to collect and make money off of. there's something about needing to have things organized, more organized, and I even heard orderly, like it's almost like ordering, putting your priorities in order, and actually seeing where your money's going in that, and where your investment is going in that, because it's not just, it's like they want you to look at your investing beyond just like the money part, like the literal money part. It's about time and energy and emotional investment also. We don't just buy things with our money. You had to work to make it, you had to spend time and energy and emotion. And so that is infused into the money that we spend, and it's all energy, So there's this, they really want you to make sure that you are prioritizing what your investments are, and really looking at what are truly the investments and what is just for fun. Because it's okay to have some things that are just for fun, but you need to be categorizing it that way. It just feels like some of you Taurans can get a little materialistic, or like your certain level of luxury and things that make you feel good, and that's fair, but you can't call all of it an investment. Some of it you can say is an investment in you, but some of it you have to say, well, fun is an investment in me, and where is that on the priorities list? And are you maybe overspending in certain places that really could be allocated in something that is going to have more longevity? Because this is about investing, which means growth into the future. Why is this something that you're learning right now? 2 of Cups in reverse. Interesting. It's interesting because it's like attached to your relationships too. I wonder if that's why they want you to discern that it's not just like money, that you're maybe putting more into certain things because of like the energy and the time and the emotion behind it. There's a piece to it too for some of you that there's like a learning how to not rely on others, but also to let others rely on you, or recognizing that others rely on you, and that's like a certain level of responsibility. Because then on the other side of it, there's still this like, yeah, but you need to not learn to rely on others financially. There's like a weird like give and take that's not totally happening, but it's not like a clear cut give and take. It's very it almost like feels blurry. I'm just going with it. I was drawn to the lighthouse in the 2 of Cups. So it's almost something like that. Like maybe you have to realize too that there are just going to be people that rely on you in certain ways, and you need to be there for them unconditionally. Meaning that, I feel like you'd be like, well, yeah, of course I love them unconditionally. I'd always be there for them. But I think sometimes, Taurus, you can look over that you can get petty sometimes. Sorry, reading you. Get a little petty. Everybody can get a little petty sometimes, but you can get petty in this way of like, well, if I do something for you, I need you to do something for me, sort of thing. And it needs to be more like some people are relying on you, and you need to be doing things for them because you love them unconditionally. And that means you need to be doing these things without condition. That there's not a like, well, you owe me this later. Or it feels like too that some of you might be looking back at things that you've done for others, and you're like, well, I did all these things for all these people, and they haven't been there for me, and they haven't done shit for me, and blah, 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 blah. It's kind of like you gotta like cut the losses with that. Like, well, then don't be around those people anymore. That's kind of the answer right now. If you don't feel like you were appreciated, what you offered and did wasn't appreciated, then no need to go there. Because like the lighthouse provides something that really is for everybody else and doesn't totally benefit the lighthouse. Like, the lighthouse is there to let other boats know. It's not to like protect the, you know, the coast from getting crashed into. It's from protecting the boats from crashing into the coast. So there's something about you needing to like realize that you're providing something for people for them because you love them. And I'm talking about like the people that are closest to you. And that's, again, the priority thing. So maybe there's these priorities also that with who you're giving this time, energy, money, things to. And are you maybe giving a little bit more time to people that don't really deserve it? And there's some people out there that you'd rather, if you're not gonna, it's like, if you're not gonna get anything back, if you're just doing this purely for the love and for wanting to be around these people, then who are those people? Who are they? I feel like this is like next step advice and kind of like how Three of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this is just confirmation about what I was just thinking of, the prioritizing then your relationships. The Three of Pentacles, I feel like is like a combination of these two energies here. Even though the 3 is before the 4, it's interesting that then we're kind of going backwards here. So there's something about you needing to like pull back also. It's like stepping back and reevaluating these things, reevaluating your priorities, reevaluating your investments. And it's interesting, a lot of signs for June don't have a lot of like major arcanas coming up. It's all kind of like step-by-step everyday life stuff that if you looked over, it would create bigger problems for sure, but only a couple signs have gotten really like, oh man, this is a big deal. And it could be a big deal for you. It just feels like advice that a friend is giving you from the universe, that, you know, it might just be a good idea to step back and reevaluate who you're around and why you're around them. Because this Three of Pentacles is literally like, the Three of Pentacles also is about everyone bringing something different to the table and appreciating that too. It's like seeing the whole picture about people, not judging them for how they look or their age or their vocation or their race or their orientation. Like, it's about figuring out how to connect on the same wavelength with different people and working together. It's kind of like the ultimate like teamwork card. And it's interesting because it's like, here's you by like alone, and then here's, you know, intimate relationships, work relationships, partnerships. There's something going on here where it's this stepping back and really looking at how you are investing in these relationships around you. And are they, you know, it's like, are they paying off for you? But then at the same time, it's like, why are you looking for a payoff? It's weird how these like two different messages are coming through. So please let me know what's coming up for you. And if you have any questions what may be resonating. Let's look at the bottom of this. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Trying to find a balance. And also, even though it's more of a 2 of Swords feeling, there's something about making a decision. This or that. Do I stay or do I go? This person or that person? Me or them? Again, it's just more like they're like, we said what we said. so let's consult our oracle then to wrap it up. And again, you're going back. 4, 3, 2 of the Pentacles. Having to step back. Step away, maybe even from some people. From some situations. It could even be a job, you know, a career location, a partnership in work, friendships. Hollow bone, teachability. 28, hollow bone. Book. Okay. 28. Teachability, humility, being empty so that the wind of spirit can breathe through you. The hollow wing bone of an eagle is a flute for the shamans. The appearance of the hollow bone invites you to become empty of your notions of who you are, to check your ego at the door, and to know that this is not about you. Relinquish your need to be right and to express an opinion, as this will not change anything right now. You are being called to practice humility. That's so good. It's like a stepping back and like and a being quiet. Just like, okay, just don't react. Hollow yourself out and hear the wind blow through you and play you like a flute. You will learn the language of the squall and the storm and understand the message in the summer breeze. There is an important communication waiting for you. Humility is the swiftest path for you to become like hollow bone. Drop all notions and titles that bolster your ego. Eliminate the doer and allow things to happen of their own accord. Remember that you can accomplish most anything if you are willing to let someone else take credit for it. Hollow bone has come to caution you to believe only 50% of what others think and only 10% of what you think. Because your mind plays tricks on you. Trust your experience, not what you have read in sacred books or holy texts. This will allow you to turn apparent danger into opportunity. Remember that you are an insignificant grain of sand in the grand scheme of life, and as important as the brightest sun. Because it doesn't matter, and it all matters at the same time. So it's really about figuring out what matters to you. And also taking your ego out of it a little bit and just, stepping back and it's like kind of letting the universe show you the way. Okay, interesting. I'm very curious. We not having like big major arcana stuff happen with everybody, but some interesting messaging coming up. Cool. Thank you so much for being here. Please let me know what resonated. Please be sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get all the notifications. I am on Patreon. You can support Meryl's Mystic for $2 a month, and I'm working on getting content on there. I might move the all signs readings on there. We'll see. Make sure you go watch the Lovers reading for Gemini season and the New Moon in Gemini reading. Watch the tarot scopes for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. And I will see you in July. Bye.